Okie dokie, here on Dave's Cooking Show for you today. We have another retro recipe, and this one is probably going to be one of the easiest ones. It's Pizza Hut's Bacon Mac and Cheese. I don't know why they discontinued this, but it's little more than just a basic bacon mac and cheese with rotini pasta. So in this pot here, I have about 12 ounces of bacon that we're going to fry up. Okay, in the same pot that we made the bacon, we're going to melt about 3 tablespoons of butter. And before some smartass brings it up, yes, that is just about a half a stick of butter. A half a stick of butter is only 4 tablespoons. Then it is time to add our flour, about 3 tablespoons of flour, and you want to stir this constantly. Because what are we doing? Well, with all mac and cheese, you gotta make a roux, but make sure to knock over a beer bottle while you're doing it. That is very important to mac and cheese. Knock that motherfucking beer bottle over. Thankfully, it was empty. All right. Okay, and now that our roux's made, you want to add somewhere between 4 and 6 ounces of mild cheddar and 4 and 6 ounces of sharp cheddar. I'm leaving it up to interpretation. Make it as cheesy as you like. And then you just basically stir this, adding liquid until you get the consistency that you want. Now, I decided to start off with a little bit of beer, just to get kind of that beer cheese flavor going, and then I switched it up to milk. And if I had to guess, that was probably a quarter cup of beer, and I probably did somewhere between a quarter cup and a half a cup of milk. This really does not have any sort of hard and fast measurements to it. Just kind of keep stirring it till your cheese sauce is the consistency you like. Okay, now it's time to add our spices to this. And probably gave it about, 10 or 12 turns of the old black pepper mill. And some salt, I'd say about a teaspoon, but certainly more or less to your liking. And then I added some Montreal steak seasoning for the hell of it. And that's pretty much it. Okay. That's 1 pound of rotini, cooked al dente. And I usually knock off 45 seconds of the al dente package recommendations. That is our cheese sauce, fully made to the consistency. I did add just a bit more milk before I put this in the baking tray. Also, I re-added in the bacon as well that was fried up. So, basically you just want to give this a good stir, make sure the cheese is coated, and preheat your oven to about 400 degrees, because we're going to pop that motherfucker in. Okay. Now, we've got our mac and cheese in our glass baking dish. The oven is preheated to 400 degrees. I know this might look really, really thick, but remember, this is going to be a baked mac and cheese, meaning that kind of thick cheese sauce that we have around it, it's going to loosen up quite a bit. Now, just because you can never have too much cheese, more mild cheddar as a topper. I don't know if Pizza Hut, did this or not. I don't really give a shit. It's my version of it, so fuck it. There it is. And you want to add a dusting of breadcrumbs. Just try to get it all over as much as you can. And if you make a big clump, then spread it out a little bit. And last but not least, this is just to make the crust a little crispier, a generous dusting of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. If you use that shit in a can, I'll shove it up your ass. Then pop it in an oven, and that's it. 20 minutes. And thanks to the magic of cooking show editing, 20 minutes is gone. You get this wonderful, bubbly, gooey mess of goodness. And that's it. Pizza Hut's Bacon Mac and Cheese, brought back to life.